What's happening, everybody? It's Monkey Farm. We are over at the witch hut. This is the fake witch hut that I built. I replaced all the jungle wood that I had built. Oh, actually, I still have the floor to do. But I've replaced all the outside so it looks all nice in the spruce wood because that looks way better than the jungle wood. And the other thing I've done is made the little canopy look a little bit better here. We built this last episode, the cobblestone with the slabs on top, and I just put some stone brick stairs around the edge, and surprising how much better that looks just by doing that and putting a couple pillars around the corners. Totally easy, but it made it look pretty good. I think it's looking nice. No witches, of course, because I've got torches there, but so I was thinking we're not going to do this today. We're heading back to the base to work on the spawner, the mob spawner. I just wanted to show you an update here so far. So I'm thinking I'll have the witches come over here, and I originally was going to send them into the nether, but I think what I'll do is just kill them first, and I'm trying to think, do they drop anything? I'll have to figure out if they still drop or do I have to kill them. So anyway, gonna head back to the base and get some work done on the mob spawner, and we'll see you there. So what I've done on each of these 4 levels is I've started at the middle spot and gone to the very end, and then just dig up 3 blocks, and that will be one block for the next floor of the next level, and then 2 blocks is the area I have to dig out. So if you think about it that way, if you do that, you'll know how far you have to dig. So let's see if I can, nope. So if I go up here, this is the whole pad, right? So now I just have to dig out this whole floor up here, and I don't really have to think about you know, how much area I dig out. I don't have to really count anything. And then if I go to the other side, or the next side over here, I should be able to do the same thing. Whoops. Where did I just place that? There we go. Now I can just dig through here, and the sides will meet, and I shouldn't really have to think at all. So if you think about it correctly, it should end up being just mindless digging like that. Okay, so there's the border of the 2 first pads where they meet, and I'm just going to do this in a ring all the way around the side, and then once I get the outline of what I have to dig out, I'm going to dig out the whole level, and that obviously I won't have to think about. It's just easy stuff. By the time you watch this video, I will be either in the process of moving or will have just moved, and I'll be unpacking or something like that. So hopefully my move is going well. I'm going to have a lot better internet at my new place. For some reason, the place I'm at right now, they haven't wired the area for like fiber or anything like that. And there's some weird exclusive deal where we're stuck with these certain services in the area. So I'll be back to the normal high-speed cable stuff. So that'll be good. That'll make it easier to upload videos quicker and stuff like that. That's been that's really kind of hurt my channel. Just not being able to upload very easily. I have to basically dedicate all night to it, upload it and set it overnight, and then when I wake up, the video will be finally ready. Pretty disgusting if you think about it. So I wanted to give you guys an update on the witch hut as well. I made it nice and pretty. And we're going to go back next episode. I've got some really cool plans on what I want to do with all of that. So we're not going to do like a normal, crusher design or have them drop 22 blocks or 23 blocks, whatever, to injure them, because they actually re-heal, or they regenerate their health. So if you don't kill them right after you drop them or crush them or whatever, they can regain some of their health, and then they would basically not be, they wouldn't be as injured, and they wouldn't be it wouldn't be a consistent amount of effort that you have to kill them. So we'll just cover that up. We'll get it next time. For next level, when we break out the third level. So now all I have to do is I'm going to go down here and then dig out where I need to dig for the pad design. So I'm trying to think, is that, let's see, we want that, and then just got to make sure I'm not cutting towards the dirt there. Okay, so just go diagonally like this, and that will cut the whole pad out. I hope I do that right. And yeah, I think that's right. And then the next pad will start right there. Oh, I guess I dug that side out too far. So anyway, that's the easiest way I can think of to do this. Just go up, dig out the whole second level, then just look at the pads here and cut the next, cut the water channels out, or where the mobs will drop off. And that should work. Anyway, back to the witch spawner. So I think I'm going to send them into the nether. Or actually, I'm not going to send the witches into the nether. I'm going to kill them just by a big drop, and then probably send all their drops into the nether. And then I've got some plans for that as well. So yeah, I'm really excited about that. So we'll get to that next episode, and I will probably be moved by the time I get working on that. I don't think I'll have much time between now and then. How did I dig out too far? How did you guys let me do that? So one thing you have to do to this design if you want spiders is make it 2 blocks wider on, well, 1 block wider on each of the sides, just on 2 of the sides. You don't have to do it all the way around. The reason for that is basically you just need to spread it out a little bit wider to get this canal, the drop-off, bigger. Because if this is the normal mobs on demand size, it would be like in like that, and spiders will get stuck here. But if you widen it out like that, it will be fine. And now I just have to make sure I'm doing this right. So other than that, the second level is pretty much taken care of here. I'll be back once I get this level taken care of, and we'll show you kind of the finished product. We're not going to hook it up or turn off the torches or anything just yet. We're not quite ready for that. But I do want to get this thing ready to go. I think I'll probably end up just building 3 levels, maybe 4. I mean, 4 is really kind of overkill if you've lit up your caves well enough, which I have. So I'm not sure if I'm going to go that far or not, but that is about done. Is that about right? I think so. Yep. We should be able to dig down there. Yep. Okay, so maybe I'll start putting some water channels down here as well, just so we can get a feel for how the mobs will get pushed down. Then what I want to do is send them all into this area, into a channel, and we'll We'll send them out here to the quarry where we can put them on public display and torture them in front of everybody. Alright, I've got 2 of the water canals up so far. And there's one thing I did a little bit differently than in the tutorial. I kept the water level at least 3 blocks lower. I don't know if the mobs will still drop off there, but my initial one, the water started 2 blocks down, and the mobs, you know, from the lower level here just walked off the edge a lot. That may still happen. I'm not sure. We'll have to see. Doesn't really matter, because ultimately, when we're not using this as an XP farm, we'll just be sending their drops into into some hoppers and chests and everything. So let's start putting some more water down over here. And dirt doesn't hurt because this will have water on it. We're not going to have Endermen taking away the dirt or anything. So just break 1 block and let it rush out there. Alright, so I think I'll end up digging this one level lower, and we'll have all this water wash into this area, and then we'll have the mobs head out that direction completely. And there we go. And you can see all the water is still flowing forward. Got to make sure of that. The other thing that a lot of people asked me about way back in the day about the tutorial, I don't know if it still exists, but there was a water glitch where if you had light near water and then you broke it, once you're in complete darkness, the water would still glow, and it would actually create light and prevent the mobs from spawning. So double check that before you seal it up. But we'll do that. We'll double check that before we turn this thing on. All right. So the tricky part, I think, will be having the water flow and not get stuck. Let's see. We're good there. All of this. I have to check all these blocks. Because sometimes if you break a block or you add another water source, it doesn't end up going the way you want. So, that looks pretty good. So, I may try putting signs or digging this lower. We could do that. So if we dug all this lower, dug out these 2 blocks, that would keep it flowing. And then I may need to put a couple signs here, and then I could just break this block here on each side, and that would let all the mobs come out further. Whoops, that's not good. My caves are gonna... torches are gonna be washed away. Alright, I'm gonna block this water off before I do that. Alright, I think I've got the plan figured out. Okay, so I tried a couple different things. I tried, breaking off these blocks and letting the water come through that way. This is the end of the pad above it. So I think the best way to do it is to break that block. Otherwise, if we put water in here, we'll get some infinite water sources. But I'm pretty sure this will work. There and there, and then I need a block there as well. So, and I think we won't have any infinite water, and I think it will all flow out. Yep, I think that's working. Okay. Oh, am I wrong? Yep, we have 2 blocks here that we need to fix. This is where we're at. This is where I left off, and we were getting dead spots here and here. But if you break that block underneath right here, if you see the water flows out, they might get caught up a little bit there, but they'll still make it. So that's all that matters, really. So just break the block underneath there. Let's test this one out. Yep. Alright, we're good. So the mobs will eventually get into this 3-block area. Why do I hear a skeleton? Probably let some water down there and darkened up an area. Okay, so now we've got the drop-off water channels pushing into this. And ultimately, that's all we need, right? Alright, so aside from getting additional levels dug out, which is fairly easy, and then, of course, wiring this thing up, this is all we need right here. This I'm going to have to figure out, so I'm going to have to block off my little waterfall. Alright, so I had to jimmy rig one more thing. This block right here, since I didn't let it drop, it was pushing into the blocks that were here. So I had to dig those out. I dug back one more block, put a water block there. Also dug back here, put a water block, which, so this water is still stronger than all of that, so it still pushes out. I didn't totally need that, except I wanted this to really push the mobs away quicker. I didn't want them to be piling up here. Anyway, so the water is still working, so I left it that way. And ultimately, all we needed to do is get them into this channel right here, and once we have that, we're good, you know. So I put these signs here so that the water wouldn't flow out. It would only flow out here to push them off, and then that water is really strong, so it pushes them straight into this canal. So we're good. All I have to do, I have to get my junk out of here, and then put a roof on this, and the mobs will be pushed out here. The other thing, once we get out here, I'm going to have to separate the spiders out, but we'll do that once we get all the levels built and everything. Sounds like we have a visitor. Don't know where he came from. I'll figure out where that guy's coming from later. Anyway, for now, start blocking all this off. Yeah, so anyway, thanks for putting up with slightly shorter episodes the last couple times. As I've been moving, you know, that just, it does save a lot. Just, you know, being able to not have to talk and build all at the same time. So I did cut quite a bit of that out. But anyway, we're making some progress here on the spawner. Yep, there we go. Level 2, level 3 coming up soon. All right, and I'll take you over to the witch hut next time too, and we'll start working more on trapping the witches as well. So anyway, hope you guys are having fun. We will see you later.